Here's a video on a recent purchase, and it is the Shelby Cobra 289, and it is Scalextric, and it's a more recent one, and it's this one here. I have the other just for comparison. We'll take a look, but this is the hard top, really nice. Got some great detail, like in the front here. Very, very good. And nice hefty tires, front and back. We have our Cobra emblem up here with the opening for the motor for cooling. It does have a long shaft on this one, and I was going to say it was a bit of a problem, but it wasn't really the shaft. It was the pinion gear. I got about 5 laps out of this, and then it stopped. I could hear the wheel, the motor whine, but no connection with the rear tires. So I had to open it up and found that the pinion gear had split. I haven't had that happen in a good 15, 20 years. And I had bought a bunch of pinion gears because I used to have them split all the time back when. But then they added a nice sleeve around the one end to help them from splitting. And this had that sleeve, but still it was done in. So again, luckily I had all these spare ones, so I've been able to fix that pretty quickly. Nice inside cockpit detail because of the front motor. You get a full cockpit with floor and gear shift. You can see the driver. Now, the odd thing about this car is look at the front wheel. It's nice even in the wheel well there, but in the back, don't understand why it has all this excess space over here on this side and the top. And so extremely close here on right by the door. So kind of strange how that wasn't compensated and aligned properly. But only thing I can find fault with, because it is a great runner. And a very smooth, just enough magnet, doesn't glue it down a horrific amount, so you can get some back end happening. Now, I wanted to compare that to, this is a much older Carrera, and this is basically the same car, but this is the one that ran in LeMans in 1963. And it has all the proper marking and lighting and such that would have been found in that 1963 LeMans competition of this Shelby Cobra. So beautiful here. Yeah, there's the wheel and that wheel arch. Looks pretty good. If anything, maybe a little close to the back end there. But again, front looks quite good. And again, everything else is typical Carrera with the double blade on here. Nice big blade. Let's see, there's our focus back. Got some relatively thin front tires as opposed to the Scalextric one, but good size. Now again, these are replacement urethanes, but they match. These are molded off the originals and match up pretty good, so they got a bit of thickness to them. And this was a wood track run, so we got the lead weight and such, trying to improve the handling on that. Now the motors on these are in the middle of the car, so yeah, it's just a tray on the inside. But anyway, quite a nice collection of these two cars. They look quite good. Now this one is authentic to an actual race car, which is the 63 Le Mans. This one here, and they've made a few different hard tops all about the same time with different liveries, and they're all from the more recent vintage races at Goodwood. So does it have real racing heritage? I don't think so. And also, some of these Cobras that are in these vintage races are re-imaged, meaning that the replicas, but they're replicated to exact dimensions and construction methods and everything as the originals, and the proper engine in them as well. So the 289 is referencing the small block V8 that originally ran in these cars, and this has the same. So quite nice there. So I want to give this a run and then compare it with this one and see if there's Again, I don't have a timing system. That's big on my list of what I like to do next, but you always get a good feel for how good of a runner and the speed that you're getting. Anyways, here we go. So this car here is made in China, and the quality is very good. Just enough magnet so you can still get the back end out nice. So there we go. Nice run, nice and smooth, pretty quiet. It does very bright lights, which a lot of the Scalextrics have recently. So really nice there. Now, in comparison, our Carrera car does not have working lights, and but we'll give it a run, see how comparable that is. This one runs very smooth, really good handling. Really get confidence at moving this car at speed. Very comparable runner. The noise on this one, otherwise it's a very quiet car. The noise, typical Carrera, super hard front tires. This one's not too bad, but this one's rock solid and will probably start to disintegrate. You can see it all starting to bulge out on the one side here. So other than that, very equal in performance, in my opinion, anyway. If I compare these two, proportions, dimensions are really quite accurate. They're pretty bang on for both. So yeah, they both got that quite accurate in the dimensions of these cars, which may be a little bit surprising with the Carrera, but the Scalextric, the one thing I got to give them credit on is most of the cars in the last number of years, they 3D scan the real cars, and they're usually absolute accurate in scale and in proportion and details. So that's an excellent plus on those. Alrighty. We'll see you in the next one.